message that read me my whole entire life, like this whole chapter is talking to me and everything that I did. And it's in Ezekiel chapter 16, and we're gonna get started at 29, but I advise you to read the whole thing. It says, starting at 29, and you increased your whorings as far as the land of the traders of Casdim. And then, even then, you were not satisfied. How weak is your heart, declares the Master YAHUAH. Seeing you do all of this, the deeds of a shameless whore. You built your arch place at the head of every way. And you built your high place in every street, yet you were unlike a whore. You scorned a harlot's feet, the wife who commits adultery, who takes strangers instead of her husband. To all whores, they give gifts, but you gave gifts to your lovers, and you bribed them to come to you from all around in your whorings. Thus you are different from other women in your whorings, because no one whores after you. And in giving a harlot's fee, well, a harlot's fee was not given to you. Thus you are different. Therefore, O whore, hear the word of YAHUAH. Thus saith the Master YAHUAH, because your copper was poured out, and your nakedness uncovered in your whorings with your lovers, and the idols of your abominations, and because of the blood of your children which you gave them. Therefore, see, I am gathering all of your lovers, with whom you took pleasure, all those you loved, with all those you hated. And I shall gather them from all around against you and uncover your nakedness to them. And they shall see all of your nakedness. And I shall judge you with the judgments of an adulteress and shedders of blood. And I shall bring on you the blood of wrath and jealousy. And I shall give you in their hand, and they shall throw your arch place down, and they shall break down your high places, and they shall strip off your garments, and they shall take your splendid adornments, and leave you naked and bare. And they shall bring you up into the assembly, and they shall stone you with stones, and thrust you through and through with their swords, and burn your houses with fire, and execute judgments on you before many women. And I shall make you stop whoring, and no longer give a harlot fee. So I shall bring my wrath to rest upon you, and my jealousy shall turn away from you. And I shall be calm and no longer be vexed, because you did not remember the days of your youth, but trouble me in all of this. So see, I shall also bring your way on your own head, declares the Master YAHUAH. And shall I not do this thought for all your abominations? See, all who use proverbs shall use this proverbs against you, like mother, like daughter. You are your mother's daughter, who despises her husband and her children. You are the sister of your sisters, who despises their husbands and their children. Your mother was a Hittite, and your father an Amorite, and your elder sister a Shamaroon, and her daughters, who dwelling to the north of you. Your younger sister, who is dwelling to the south of you, is Saddam and her daughters. And have you not walked in their ways and did according to their abominations? But in all your ways, you soon became more corrupt than they. As I live, declares the Master YAHUAH, neither your sister Saddam nor their daughters have done as you have done. See, this was the crookedness of your sister Saddam. She and her daughters had pride, sufficiency of bread, and unconcerned ease. And she did not help the poor and needy. And they were haughty and did abominations before me, and I took them away when I saw it. And Shamaroon did not commit half the sins that you have committed, but you have increased your abominations more than they. And by all the abominations which you have done, you made your sisters seem righteous. You also who pleaded with your sisters bear your own shame, because the sins which you committed were more abominable than theirs. They are more righteous than you, so be ashamed too, and bear your own shame, because you have made your sisters seem righteous. And I shall turn back their captivity and the captivities of Saddam and her daughters, and the captivity of Shamaroon and her daughters, and the captivity of your captives with them, so that you bear your shame and blush for all that you have done when you comforted them. And your sister Saddam and her daughters returned to their former state, and Shamaroon and her daughters to their former state, and you and your daughters will return to your former state. Was not your sister Saddam a byword in your mouth in the days of your pride, before your evil was exposed, as the time of the reproach of the daughters of Aram, and all who were around her, and the daughters of the Philistines who were despising you everywhere? You shall bear your own wickedness in your abominations, declares Yahuwah. For thus saith the Master Yahuwah, I shall deal with you according to what you have done, and that you have despised the oath by breaking the covenant. But I shall remember my covenant with you in the days of your youth, and I shall establish an everlasting covenant with you. And you shall remember your ways and be ashamed. And when you receive your older sister and your younger sister, I shall give them to you for daughters, though not by your own covenant. And I myself shall establish my covenant with you. And you shall know that I am Yahuwah. So you remember, and you shall be ashamed, and never again open your mouth any more because of your shame, when I pardon you from all you have done, declares the Master Yahuwah. Everything that Abba spoke in the scripture, I have done. I've done it. I've done the deeds of a shameless whore. I choose to turn back to the Master with all of my heart and be faithful to my husband. Oh, this scripture is describing me and a whole lot of people I know that I didn't grow up with. We are lost, y'all. The daughters of Zion, we're lost. Pray for us all, that Abba Yahuwah will reveal himself in such a way that we all come to repentance. Shalom.